guys.
Hello.
What else have you been besides nice?
I've been here for 3 weeks now. 1, 2, 3.
Just simple, just like that. So, if somehow you don't win this number contender match, or if you do win, and
I think I go after US.
US, do you have any tag team partners in mind, or are you a tag team with anybody that I am aware of, and that are you thinking about going to the tag division?
Optic, maybe. I don't know if he considers it.
All right.
But if Donald Warlord's in the team, then I'm going to destroy Donald Warlord.
Oh, all right. Thank you for having.
Unless I'm in BLC,
thank you for being on the podcast, man. I appreciate all the stuff that you do. Good luck in your number contender match, that triple threat. And you have anything else to say before we dismiss you? Thank you for being on the podcast. My next guest for tonight's NPW Podcast. Please welcome Mr. Optic.
Oh.
Welcome to the podcast, man. Okay, so you were just currently the IC champion until you lost to Grandpa, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I have you switched since you lost in that chamber for your rematch calls, so now you're on the opposite side. You're on the U.S. title picture side. You won your match today. Congratulations on your victory. Now, what do you think, or what can you do to get the job done against either Gray?
Hopefully, I could get him with an RKO in the spine buster.
Arco out of nowhere. Get that 1, 2, 3.
I'm back.
So, all right, I'm asking this question now. Does it matter who you face, or is there somebody out of those two that you want to face so bad?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You're just going to hit him with Spawn Buster, Arco out of nowhere, and 1, 2, 3 him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Another question I want to ask you. If somehow that you don't win that title match, what do you want to go after next, or is there anything in mind for you?
Mm-mm.
Nothing at all. Just that U.S. title.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. And last question. If you do somehow become United States champion, how are you going to prestige the U.S. title for when you become champion? Like, what are you going to do?
Try to keep it as long as I can.
Are you going to be a fighting champion?
Wait, what was that again?
Are you going to be a fighting champion?
Yes.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having. Thank you for being on my NPW podcast, and congratulations to you on that victory, and best luck on Saturday, man.
Mm-hmm.
My next guest on NPW's podcast, I want to please give a warm welcome to the former United States champion, Mr. Elite to Beat. How's it going, man? You're busy? Okay, we'll come right back to you. Please welcome, for the replacement of Elite to Beat for right now, please welcome Daymar. How's it going, Daymar? So got a couple questions to ask you, man, before we get underway with your title match, or your number one contender match. Okay, so I got you with D-Pat, and I also have you with Swagger Hardy. You're in triple threat for the number one contender spot for the IC. What are you going to do to get the job done? So basically, you're just gonna kick some butt, try to beat the IC champion, which is so far me, unless Donald wins it, or if somehow one of y'all wins triple threat. But anyways, back to you. So you're gonna kick butt and hopefully win that title and hold that title as long as you can, basically, correct? Okay. Next question: if you don't win this triple threat match, what's next plans for you, and what do you have in mind? Oh, so basically this is a career match. If you don't win, you're just gonna retire and stop wrestling? Really? Okay then.
Wait, did what I just hear?
I guess as of now, there's a stipulation on the match for Daymore. If Daymore doesn't win, I guess he's gonna retire too. Well, hey, how about we do this? How about instead of put your career on the line, how about if you just lose, then we can just train you and get you better? Sound good? All right. So we're gonna take off that career match. Like that's no longer existed. I was gonna say if he did that, man, that'd just be horrible. Anyways, last question for you. How proud are you going to be, and what are you going to do to make the IC title prestigious for you if you do win? Okay, okay. All right, Daymar. Well, I appreciate you being on the NPW podcast, man. It was a delightful honor to have you, man, and great best luck to you, man, on the triple threat, and hopefully you win, because if you win, man, you're gonna be facing either me or Don Lord. But other than that, man, good luck in your match. You're welcome. Elite, you ready or no?
Newsflash, Daymar, it's not gonna happen.
Elite TV, are you ready? Yeah, at least I'm talking. Well, we might have to go back to Elite. Anyways, let's give it up for the former IC champion, Mr. Don One Lord. Are you there? Of course. Anyways, I guess since he's going to go take a shower and at least start talking, how about we just get to the biggest person of the night, the brand new. Give a hard, warm welcome to the brand new NPW World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Wolfpack Hammer. All right, Mr. Wolfpack, I want to first say congratulations on your victory. You are the brand new NPW World Heavyweight Champion. Has that sunk into you at all since you won that championship in the last couple hours? Now, okay, let me say this, Mr. Wolfpack. Not only did you beat Wolfpack once, but you also beat him twice in this rematch clause. So that means Stupid Fresh is going to the back of the line. Not the Stupid Fresh. Anyways, Stupid Fresh is going to the back of the line, so therefore you have one more guy to beat, and that is Mr. Trap Vibes. If you can somehow beat him, we will have somebody else in line to where we have to crown a new number contender. But first, you have to worry about Trap. What's in stakes for you? What are you gonna do to get the job done? And how are you gonna beat Trap? And yeah. All right, and like I said, once again, congratulations to your victory, man, on that one-on-one against the champion, dude. You're the brand new champion, the new NPW World Heavyweight Champion, and now you are the face of NPW. How does that make you feel? Okay, but how does that make you feel in NPW as the face? Okay. Next question I have for you, Mr. World Champion. If you do somehow get past Trap, is there anybody on your mind that you are wanting to face for that world title? Every and all, so it doesn't really matter who you face. You're just gonna walk through them. Okay. Two more questions for you, and then I'll let you go party and celebrate, Mr. World Champion. The next question I have for you, my second to last question, is if Thurman does cash in his rematch clause, which I've been hearing a lot, yes, no, and stuff, but if he does cash in, are you willing to give it all you got, and are you going to be prepared to face Thurman if he does get his rematch clause against you for that world title? Okay. Alright, and my final question for you, Mr. World Champion. My last question I have for you. Okay, so if you had to pick out of all the people in NPW, who is the best person that has gave you the best match since you've been in NPW? Before and while you're champion. Yes. Okay.
I'm back.
Okay, Mr. World Champion, once again, congratulations on your victory. I wish the best of luck for when you face Trap in your World Championship match. And if you do face Thurman, I wish you the best of luck in that one too. And, Champ, just go party and have fun, man. Like, thank you for being on my NPW broadcast.
Hey, what about me?
And now, before I close out, is Elite to Beat or Dawn Lord? Are y'all there, or are y'all ready or anything?
I'm here.
Vader,
Okay, don't worry. All right, he's
TCG's
back.
in here.
So, TCG, don't say nothing. I'm doing a live broadcast. Please welcome up my next guest on NPW's podcast. Please welcome the former IC champion, but he does have a rematch clause. Please welcome Mr. Don One Lord. Give it up for him, guys. Boo.
Thank you. Whoever said boo, I'm killing you.
Anyways.
Triple threat.
Anyways, guys.
Triple threat right now.
Mr. Don One Lord, getting back to seriousness. What are you going to do to win this triple threat this weekend against me, you, and whoever wins that triple threat number one contender IC title match?
Wasn't
what are you going to do to win?
I already beat you, so.
It's gonna be a secret.
D-pad did.
That's all there is.
Gonna pin
It's just going to be a
Vader.
secret.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna pin Vader. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now, next question for you, Mr. Don One Lord. Okay, so I've asked like this to everybody because I want to see what everybody's going to say. What is next for you if you don't win the IC title match? What do you have plans getting your hands on next?
I don't really know yet.
So you really don't have plans for anything at the IC?
Not yet.
You would already know that I buried you, so shut up.
Now, if you had to pick anybody in NPW to feud with, just for a normal match or title, either one, who would you want to feud with?
Wolfpack.
So basically, you want to get your hands on that world title and face Wolfpack.
Newsflash, I already beat you twice.
Yes.
Okay. Who is your greatest rival and who has given you the best match since you've been here in NPW?
Well, I had to say D-Pat and Vader.
D-Pat and Vader? Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Who is the best wrestler, do you think, in your opinion, that is in NPW today? It can count the world champion, it can count no champion, it can count anything.
Me, boy.
You think Mean Boy's the best wrestler in NPW?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and 2 or 3 more questions I have for you. If you do win the IC title match, how are you going to make it prestigious, or are you just going to keep on winning and losing and winning back and everything else? Play hot potato with it.
I don't really know yet. Try to defend it successfully.
Are you going to be a fighting champion, or are you going to be like a Miz?
Miz.
Of course. So
Vader just kicked TCG.
I'm just guessing that you're going to stay as a heel instead of being a face.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I'm wondering. And 2 more questions I have, and then I'll let you go, Mr. John Lord. The next question I have for you: do you have a tag team partner? And if you do, who is it? If you don't, are you looking for one? And are you wanting to enter yourself into the tag division?
Well, I'm already with BOC. And Elite is my partner in another league.
Who is your partner in BOC?
Elite to beat.
Elite to beat. Okay, that's fair. That's fair in games. Now, what? Okay, what I'm asking is for my final question for you, Mr. John Lord. When will we see you being in a main event title picture for the world title, and when could we see you as world champion in the future?
Never.
In the future.
Oh, and I'm sorry. There's a second part too. I'm sorry. Who would you like to face as the world champion if you're a champion, or if you're the contender? Who would you like to face?
D-Pat, Joker, Vader, or Thurman.
So, D-Pat, Joker, myself, and Thurman. Okay, that sounds good. Before I let you go, Mr. John Lord, do you have anything else that you want to say before I dismiss you out of this podcast?
I'm coming for Wolfpack.
You're coming for Wolfpack. All right. All right, Mr. John Lord, I wish you the best of luck on Saturday. I wish you the best of luck if you win that IC title match. Other than that, I appreciate you for being on my NPW podcast.
You
and
can shut up. I buried you.
Have a great rest of the night.
Thank you for wasting my time.
Ah, funny. Anyways.
I wasn't the one that buried you in the chamber.
Anyways.
I was the one that buried you in a one-on-one match.
Elite to be, are you ready? Because you're the last person left on this podcast. If not, I'm closing out.
Elite,
it was like 5 days ago.
All right, well, I'm sorry, guys. Whoever's watching this, if there's any people that's like into it or whatever, Late to Beat won't be showing up for the podcast tonight, but we will be having another podcast on Saturday night.
Fine, it was a
for
week
the
ago.
reactions of NPW's Battleground.
It was a week and a half ago. God, but I buried you before.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Elite to be has arrived and he's ready to be shown onto the podcast. So please give it up for my last final participant into my podcast. Please welcome Mr. Elite to Beat. Give it up, guys.
Vader, can you just kick out TCG?
Mr. Elite to Beat, I got a few questions to ask you, man, right away. So, you are a former U.S. champion, correct? Alright. My first question I want to ask you. Okay. So, do you have any plans of going back to the U.S. title at all, or you just want to stay focused in the X division? If you do get 2 title defenses, will you automatically cash in right away, or are you gonna wait? Like, what's the steps for you if you do win these X Division title? You gonna wait? Next question I have for you is also for this X Division title. Who would you like to see as world champion when you want to cash in your X Division title? Don Slutlord. Okay, that sounds good. Okay.
Who was that?
Out of your
That's
opinion, hold on, guys. Out of your opinion, Elite, Who do you think is the best wrestler in NPW today? Who? Who'd you say? It's tied between 3 people. All right. Well, can you tell me those 3 people's names so we can catch it on the video, so whoever's watching, they can find out what your opinions are. Mean Boy, myself, and Trap, you say? Okay. Mean Boy, myself, and Trap. That's 3 that he picks. Now, let me ask you this question as well. Who is your best, greatest rivalry, and who's also gave you the best match since you've been in NPW today? Grandpa?
I see how it feels, man.
Is that what you're going with? Is Grandpa? Alright, so Grandpa's the one. Alright. Let me ask you this question. If you don't see guy, like, now let me ask you this question. If you don't win the X Division or US, when could we see the Mr. Elite to beat guy being into the title picture for the main belt? And who would you like to see, or who would you like to be facing the champion wise, or if you're champion, who would you like to face the contender wise in the main event when you get up there? Done, Slut Lord? Alright, sounds good to me. Okay, huh?
We're supposed to be tag team champions.
And let me say one more thing, and then I'll let you go, Mr. Elite Beat. So let me ask you this: how are you going to make the either X Division title or US title prestigious in NPW?
He's not,
twice a
he
week.
Sucks.
Every week. 2 times every week? Okay.
He's gonna fight me every time.
Everybody heard that. Like, he wants to defend 2 times a week. I like that right there. That's called a fighting champion right there. All right, Mr. Elise B. I appreciate all the stuff that you came on to the podcast and told me today.
And he sucks.
I want to give you all the best of luck of your title match for the X Division title, and somehow you don't win. I want to also give you the best luck of getting back the US title if you can. But other than that, man, you have anything else to say before I let you go? Download sucks. Okay. Well, I want to appreciate you for coming out and taking your time into this NPW podcast. I want to thank you very much for coming out here and speaking your mind for all the questions that I asked you and everything else. But other than that, man, again, I appreciate you for being on the podcast, and have a great rest of the night. Now, I did say that was the last guess, but I got to do this right and fair. There's a guy named WWE God. He's probably maybe going to be joining NPW. I want to ask him 2 quick questions for WWE God. Are you still there, God? All right, I'm asking 2 questions. First question: what title do you want to go after? All titles are taken. Well, I'll tell you, we have X Division, we got US, IC, and World. All right, IC it is. And this one has a 2-part question. Who is your favorite, or do you have one, of your greatest match that you've had so far in NPW? And also, who do you think is the best guy in NPW? Got one, Lord?
You already know.
And also, who's your favorite? Who do you think is the best in NPW today? The best overall in NPW. Okay. Like I said, to everybody else, I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody that's coming out on this podcast today and speaking their mind for everything I asked them. Once again, other than that, we'll see everybody on Saturday. Sound good? All right. Other than that, I'm gonna close out with this podcast, and everybody else just have a great rest of the night. And peace.
Yeah.